Hold on. Read that again. There you go. I'm not gonna do it. You get that. Woo, 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 woo. Go, mom.
Unhealthy cycles, whether in relationships, habits, or thinking patterns, can be challenging to recognize and change. However, breaking these cycles is essential for personal growth, mental well being, and creating healthier patterns for the future.
Mm.
Here are key steps to breaking unhealthy cycles.
This is TNZ exclusive podcast. We gonna start. I think we should start doing it like that. Bringing it in.
Bring a
Like
beat
that.
in.
My name is Annette, and this is my mom.
Yes.
Her name is Trishawn.
And that's what they call.
And this is TNZ exclusive podcast.
But yeah, we can bring it in. I mean, that's what I said. We should start doing more and more research where we can give you more and more tips, give ourselves more and more tips. You know, if we don't know, like ChatGPT is the bomb. It's the bomb. But okay, so we're talking
breaking cycles, right?
Yeah, breaking unhealthy.
Check and see if your mic on, like, just periodically glance down at it. Okay, so breaking unhealthy cycles.
Unhealthy cycles. What is one unhealthy cycle that you look to break in this year? Or that you've broken already?
Not just letting my thoughts roam, like letting like certain thoughts take root. What? Well, why are you looking at me like this?
We just got through with a conversation. My thoughts be going.
Oh no! What happened yesterday? Something happened, and I was like, "Dang!" I didn't react to that thought like
Oh, wow.
I did. I was like,
I would have
okay,
done.
yeah, I would. Yeah, and that made me very excited. So, how about you? What are you looking to break this year? What cycle?
One would be unhealthy thinking. Unhealthy thinking, I guess that would be one, because that would go into a lot of things. Yeah, unhealthy thinking.
Unhealthy
Yeah.
thinking. I never thought I would have never had thought it really starts with the mind. If I didn't go through certain experiences through these past, I want to say 5 years, 7 years, if you will, but just I would never thought it really starts with the mind. But if you're having a sad day and then you just keep thinking sad stuff, it's really gonna trickle out. Well, I'm just gonna stay in bed today. Well, I'm not gonna take a shower. Like, it's going to trickle into your actions. So it really, from that perspective, it really does start within your mind, which is, I don't know how I feel about that. I think it's good because it's something that we can control. You know, with work and all of that, with fine work, true effort. Yeah.
Yeah, like true effort, because if you want to really put in a true effort, because sometimes and some days I'm like, do I really want to put in this effort right now?
Right.
Like, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But recognizing the cycle, recognizing that this is an unhealthy cycle that, like we said, we want to get out of, you know?
Yeah.
Something that we really want to get out of. So recognizing it, first of all.
I think that's good too. Like, what does ChatGPT say about that? Does it say?
It's, recognizing the cycle, identifying reoccurring negative patterns in your behavior, relationships, or choices.
The book, I think it's called The Power of Now. You know, by Eckhart Tolle. Yeah.
That's the book name?
Yeah. He got, we have two of them at the house, but I think the one that I took from you was The Power of Now. And he says, just observe your thoughts. Like, you don't gotta attach to them. Dad told me, my dad, he was like, thoughts are like passing clouds. I'm like, that's very much true. Like, you don't even have to attach to clouds. Just be going by, going by, going by. And same with the thoughts too. Recently, recently,
Are you slouching or are you just short? Because I'm like, should I bring the camera down a little
no,
bit?
just slouching.
Oh, okay.
Can I go back now?
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, but recently I was like, Zanea, your mind is like the algorithm. You don't tap into every video that you see on your timelines on YouTube. Like, and I'm like, oh yeah. So just because a video happened to come up, because I be thinking like, dang, am I a bad person for thinking this sometimes? But you don't gotta attack. Now, if you act on the thought, you would need to check in with your character, you know. But no, it's like an algorithm, and
Right.
I find solace in that because it's like, oh man, like okay, well some of these thoughts are made from conditioning and what other people saying. It's not even me half the time, and that goes into unlearning for me. I know, I think for everybody, but yeah, within my experience, unlearning certain stuff.
Yeah. And detaching. Yes. I guess that would be unlearning, detaching from it. Yes. It says understanding the root cause.
Yes.
Like going deeper into it. Like where is this coming from? Getting triggers is a big one, you know.
Yeah.
Getting I would just say working on that. Working on how I could go about just helping it.
No, yeah.
Helping it to leave and helping just it's all around helping yourself.
Seriously. And then it's like you brought up detachment. That's one of my goals for this year is to detach from anything outside of me and then detach from anything inside of me that's not serving. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah, because it's like, oh my, it's so exhausting. But it really doesn't have to be exhausting being human. I feel like we put too much whatever on it sometimes. Yeah. Like I don't think it was meant to be this hard.
Yeah.
I really don't.
I think we give in to, well, I'm gonna say for myself, I give in to a lot. Like sometimes I'm just like, I want to give in.
Yeah.
I want it. It's like, okay, but you're making it a little bit harder for yourself. Like you give it in is just making it harder for yourself. Let me say one unhealthy habit, right? Is eating the foods that makes my body feel unhealthy, and also look unhealthy, right? Let me not say look unhealthy. For myself, I don't like when I am a lot thicker. Then I don't want to be thick. I breathe hard. I can't walking up the stairs, exercising. That's all not that all goes along with when I get a little fatter. Do I want to use the word fatter? A little thicker, okay? But dang, what was I going with that?
Ooh, you were saying how eating, detaching from eating or learning how to eat.
Dang, what did I say?
We can pause it. Did you notice it has that feature?
Oh yeah, I did. That's new, huh?
Yeah, you want to pause it?
No. I'm gonna just say, me not wanting to do, because I don't know, but me not wanting to do those things led to me gaining the weight.
What you're saying, yeah.
So me not wanting to eat healthier, me not wanting to, or just to be honest, feeling my physical. You know, I wanted to feel my physical more than fuel my spirit.
Love that.
You know,
say that again.
Feel my physical rather than fueling my spirit. Yeah.
And what does that mean?
I would say feeding my physical brain is telling me I want McDonald's French fries. I don't need McDonald's French fries, but physically I want McDonald's French fries. I remember as a child how they taste. I remember last week how they taste, or a month ago, or you know, I remember that taste of McDonald's French fries. So I want McDonald's French fries. I don't really want to go home and make a potato. Sorry, but a potato French fry that is much more healthier, and you know where the ingredients is, you know, coming from. versus feeling my spiritual would be something like making broccoli cubes.
Mm-hmm.
The carbs, because the carb is a healthier choice. That's what I would say, a healthier choice. But for me, it's more so I'm still feeling my physical because I love carbs. So,
Yeah.
and the carbs tend to sometimes weigh me down. So,
No, yeah.
broccoli would be like a better choice. Like, girl, get you some broccoli for fries.
And that goes into
Moderation.
moderate. But that goes in. Wait, what are we talking about again?
Feeling your well, that's where I stopped at, feeling my physical
No, but the overall topic.
unhealthy habits.
Yeah, that also goes into like what's an unhealthy habit for her may be my healthy habit, may be something that I need
I
to
need.
actually incorporate into my life. Like,
Yes.
and that comes with
She might
just
need to.
that's knowing self, knowing what you need, knowing what I need. Like, everybody is so different. Like, if our blood types is different, down to our skin, it's not all just one size fits all. It's what would you call it, like a margin of what, like a boundary, or it could be okay.
Yeah.
Like, I'll just I'm gonna use the word standard. Hi, Corvette. I was waiting on you.
I know. I seen it.
Standard. It's a standard for, let's just say, healthy skin, right? It's a standard for healthy skin. But you don't gotta use the cleanser that everybody else is using. I just seen a girl, she just said her doctor prescribed, I don't want to get it wrong. Her doctor prescribed something and it's drying out her skin, but it's clearing up her skin, but she has to just stay moisturized, so she just walks around with Aquaphor on her skin. But that same, it's just getting to know you, getting to know what you in your life, what success looks like for you in your life, what healthy skin looks like for you in your life. Like, take the standard, but then tweak the standard, to apply it to you in your life.
Yeah.
Like, because I love using African black soap. That's what works for me. But if I go over here, they might say, oh, it's drying out your skin. What's the difference between what you just prescribed in this if I'm still doing what the standard is? Just moisturize on cleansed skin. That's it. That's it. Take care of what you need to take care of, but just figure out you and live this life for you. Fix your unhealthy habit, and then don't be putting it on other people. Okay, sorry.
Yeah. Unless that other person is asking, or
Yes.
I wouldn't even say it. My sister and I talked about that.
What?
I'm like, sometimes we're having a conversation and you're telling me like, I want to really get rid of my unhealthy habits, and then a silence part come in. I'll be like, is this the part that I gotta help her, or
No,
like
yeah.
try to help, or like put my input in? So 10 times out of 10, I'm like putting my input in, like, well, this is what I've done in the past. I ain't saying it now because but I've done this, suggestions.
Yeah.
But
Which is
yeah,
good.
like,
Yeah.
you probably could, or ask them, could I suggest you something, or let's both look it up and research on how to help
Yeah.
that.
I like that.
Yeah. So yeah. I would say another one, and ChatGPT is saying that too, changing our thoughts and our patterns. I think we're more so talking about it anyway, but I would go into detail to say, to change our thoughts and our patterns is like to knock out the thoughts that you've been had, you were having, and sometimes it could be a little difficult. I would say, speaking for myself, to knock out those old habits, old thoughts rather, old thoughts, and go with the new thoughts of, just say for instance, every day you wake up and you eat chips. I literally have done that. So every day I wake up and I eat chips, right? Today I'm telling myself last night I prepared myself, I am going to wake up and I am going to eat an apple. I'm gonna eat an apple. When I get up, the chips, it's my husband just bought me um my favorite chips, and they're all on the counter. He thought he did a good job. No, not thought, he did a good job. Okay. And I just had the thought of last night, I'm going to change my habit and not eat those chips, my thought pattern from last night, I'm gonna have to fight with it today.
Yeah. Oh, well said.
Because now it's physically in my face.
But let's bridging from. Were you done? Not done, but okay. Bridging.
What you gonna think I do? Eat the apple or eat the chips?
Well, I seen you tell you ate apple.
I know, but I didn't have the choice of chips on. I mean, I did, yeah. But I had some chips. I had a little chip veggie sandwich this morning when I was making Zayla lunch.
A chip veggie sandwich?
I put some lettuce, and the veggies, and then I put 2 chips. Doritos
I just thought you was talking about you had some.
Yeah.
Okay.
But go.
So you still you still get props for that. But I was gonna say, bridging from that, what is okay? Let's talk about the good of we broke the cycle now, because I feel like sometimes
you saying continue to break the cycle.
Yeah,
is that what you're
like what's the real smoking? Okay, like if I'm not getting no benefit from it, why should I break this cycle? Like, let's talk about the good. Like, it's so you just told me, is why smoking, why should I stop eating chips? It's not a problem for me. Like, what's the good of breaking cycles? What's the good of, because why is it better is what I'm saying.
I think that goes back to, is it your cycle that you want to break?
Okay.
I think you still have to see, like, that is a cycle that I do want to break. I want to get up in the morning. That's physically what I really want to do. I want to get up and I want to have my tea and have my lemon juice. That's the first thing that I want to have in the morning. I don't want to eat until I want to fast in the morning. So that's me. But maybe for you maybe want to break a cycle of not eating in the morning, and you want to eat in the morning. So that is the cycle that you want to do. Is that explaining it?
Yeah.
Like, and then you want to eat in the morning. So you're like, okay, I want to eat chips. That is for you and your body and your thoughts.
But I think I'm saying more so, what's the lyric is coming to me. That's the best way I can explain it. What's the pros and cons of this next check? This Baby King, he said it. What's the pros and cons? What's the pros and cons? Like, what's the pros and cons of going to the gym? If it takes that much effort to break the cycles of, like, if I'm always in a, because I'm just like, what's the pros and cons of this? Of maybe you did just explain it, but
no, I don't know. But
just what's the pros and cons of
what do you mean? Because you know that the pros and cons, the pros is of doing better, right?
You think that though, because in the beginning it's not going to feel like that. It's not going to feel like a pro. So I'm saying, for them, for a person that
that's just getting into it.
Yeah, like it sucks. It doesn't feel good. So what's the pros and cons of breaking this habit? What's the pros and cons of, like, what's at the end of the tunnel for me?
Okay, I would say this. How does it make you feel when you do an unhealthy habit
like that?
So so when you do an unhealthy habit, it's like, okay, it's like I said, it makes me feel, when I'm eating more carbs, it makes me feel lazy. It makes me feel, it just all unhealthy stuff. When I'm eating healthier, it makes me feel vibrant. It makes me feel like I can get up and go confident and all that, you know? And so I would say they just need to figure out what is their unhealthy habit that they will, because you might run into other stuff and like, dang, that's an unhealthy habit. I didn't even know that was an unhealthy habit. And I've been doing that for years.
Yeah.
But you figured out something else that was a little healthier that you can incorporate into your life, and it makes you feel better. I think the pro will be overall, how do I feel?
I like that, because I think that too. And I feel like it's it's going to that feeling, going back to how we feel anything, going back to that our thoughts become actions. When you feeling good, you feel like you can master yourself, but master the world. Meaning, okay, you know what? I can jump that hurdle today, or you know what? I can run 5 miles more today than you know what I mean. When you're feeling good, but when you're not, it's like, I don't even know if I want to push through.
I'm telling you.
But yeah, I like that. I agree to that. That's a pro. The feeling, the overall feeling, because you're going to feel good when you're going to feel amazing.
And I think the con is sometimes we do still feel sad.
I like
because
that
sometimes it's like, okay, we are breaking this healthy habit, but I'm sad because I did have to let go of that other habit that I liked.
Yeah,
I've been doing for 20 years. I've been doing this, my mama did it, my dad, my father did it, like, and it passed down to me a little close. But yeah, so I think also ChatGPT is also saying seek help. See, I think that's another thing that we run away from, is thinking that we're okay with doing it by ourselves. Like, I think the world was made to help us.
Yeah.
So we have help, and there's so many things that can help us. Therapy, let me read, therapy groups, life coaching. There's so many mentorships. Getting along with yourself to see what you like, getting along with, we believe in God, Jesus, and Holy Spirit, so getting along with God, Jesus, and Holy Spirit, and letting them lead you. But yeah, seek help.
Yeah. What was I gonna? Oh, I'll just say it anyway. I feel like in this America, we kind of look at seeking help as like you're doing something wrong sometimes. But that's not necessary. I think that's just the culture sometimes of America, because in Africa, in certain, I know, what's that, in Ethiopia and Eritrea, Gambi, I think that's a place that she was just surrounded by so much community. Her neighbors would come over and be like, "Hey, do y'all want da da da?"
Wow.
Or, I just went to the grocery store. I got too much milk. Here, you can have this milk. But we don't really have that. So I just think that could also be a habit that could also be a mind renewal that you have to do, is letting people in. Letting people in. That was a big one for me. I feel like I feel like I've grown to let other people in. Yeah. But yeah.
And I was a person that I always kind of let people in, and then I went from letting people in to shutting people out. And now I'm like, okay, should I let that person in?
Yeah.
Should I let this, going back to letting people in. And I want a therapist. Like, I want a therapist. Like, yeah. So I want to let people in. It's just I'm dealing with, I think sometimes, is trust.
Yeah.
Just trusting, and you that is a necessity. You have to trust that person to be able to let the person in, because that's gonna,
for sure,
weigh your outcomes.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
It makes sense.
Yeah. So I mean, what else you got for us?
I'm good.
I'm good too. You good? We good? That was how to break unhealthy. Hopefully we gave you some tools and some little tips that you at least one. At least you get one thing out of this podcast.
Yeah.
We want to spread light, love, and so much encouragement. Encouragement we need it in the world. But some laughter, some jokes, and all that too. But that is us. I think we should also tell them what our podcast is about. On just within the episodes.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's basically what our podcast is about.
You asking me?
No, that what I just said, right?
Oh,
wouldn't you say? Like,
yeah.
We just give tips to
authenticity. Like
that's number one.
It might not be a tip for you or whatever, but this is what's authentic to us, for us, from our experiences and things like that, and continuing to just experience and grow and evolve,
Yes.
But yeah, a lot of just, for me, I know when I say stuff, I want to make people think and feel, just feel, not necessarily think, but just how that, just introspection. But yeah, I feel like that's what
introspection.
When you go inward and just search yourself.
Okay.
But yeah, I feel like you said it, summed it up. Encouragement, joy, authenticity, overall love.
Yeah.
Love will make you search yourself. The right love, I feel like, will make you search yourself to do. Hopefully, to be better.
Yes.
Not hopefully. I think that's what love is at the end of the day.
And that's what trickles it down. We're reading Tab's book. She's already read it, but we're in a book. I'm in a book club, my sisters, and we're reading Tab's book,
Feeding the Soul.
Feeding the Soul, and she said, once we feed, you just said something that made me think. It's once we get the love, we can give it to other people.
Yeah.
So then it's like a trickle effect.
Yeah.
Well, all right. Well, that was TNZ exclusive podcast car series.
Yeah, this was fun. Oh, that's car.
Oh, I like that car.
Yeah, it's a BMW.
That's an old BMW, huh?
Uh-huh.
Well, I was trying to say that's an old Benz, but when we
hey,
that's nice.
Still,
I like that.
Still German engineering.
All right, we're about to make meatball soup. We're gonna get all the stuff to make meatball soup.
She's about to make meatball soup.
Yes. Oh, you're not helping me?
Not at all.
Not at all.
I gotta record. I got stuff to do.
Okay, he looked like he was in that BMW.
Right.
Just
no, he fits his car.
He does. Like old school kind of.
Yeah, fly.
But all right. Bye guys.
Hasta luego. This was fun. I love you guys.
Bye.
Okay, bye.